he's got his dog and either his wife or his girlfriend with him, okay? First of all, I brought the dog onto the tennis court. We're like, what are we doing here? Like, I mean, if there's one place...
dogs.
Dogs do what dogs do. Anyway, kind of changed the dog up to the little bench next to the thing. And he starts doing like these little shuffle runs in, out, side, by himself. Like no racket, just like doing what you're suggesting I'm doing. And this guy looked so absurd and ridiculous, like he's warming up for Wimbledon. And I'm like, dude, I'm a 50-year-old man going to play pickleball for an hour. I'm fine. I don't need to stretch. Doesn't matter if I get hurt, that's actually good news. It means I don't have to play.
I'm doing suicides. He was
kind of doing suicides, and I'm seeing him doing this. Go, not in a million years will I ever be that guy.
So you get out there, you just go straight to the court, and it's like, all right, let's play. How long you play for? 1 hour? You said
we played for about an hour and 15 minutes.
It's a long time.
Yeah. So we turned the lights on, and the lights are on for an hour, and they went off. So we turned them back on. But maybe even closer to an hour and a half.
How's your game?
Not good. But I have a couple of – I learned how to keep score.
Okay.
I learned the basic rules of all of this. I'll give you a primer here as we go through it because we're going to need to know. You got to stay out of the kitchen, Al. I've learned that staying out of the kitchen is
that
important.
really a thing?
Yes, it is.
That's so odd.
You got to stay out of the kitchen.
Okay.
You can't play the ball out of the air until the fourth shot on the rally.
Okay.
You can't do that. The scoring has three numbers. You have the score, right? Like let's say you're beating me 3-2. Okay, and you're serving. You would be up, and you're on your first serve. It's 3-2-1 because you're on your first serve.
Okay.
And until I beat you, then you go to your second serve, and then it would be 3-2-2. See, I'm learning all of the intricacies. You got to be serving.
Can't
to
score unless you're serving.
Got to be serving to score.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, basically, I'm an expert. If you have any questions about pickleball, 877-710-ESPN.
Everything you described to me, I'm more confused.
It took a minute. I'm playing with my buddy Brad. And neither one, we got our phone. He's got his phones out. He's like, "No, I think we're doing this wrong." We're like checking the rules as we're figuring out how to do it. But it was terrific.
You got out there.
I did. I'm not very good. It's going to take some time.
I need to. I guess maybe this weekend. Do I just go get a paddle so I can practice? I don't know.
You got one right there, the little green one, the Whammo one.
Yeah.
So those are toys. There were real, and the ones that my buddy brought are not like the $300 version, but they're not that either. There is a little bit of a difference. Ball comes off them slightly differently, a little bit better, a little bit cleaner. It was great.
So did they basically bring, is this the equivalent of, hey, we're going to go play some basketball, and they brought the ball that we put right here that we're shooting from?
No, I got a perfect analogy for you. This is the equivalent of a wiffle ball bat if you were going to try to go play baseball. Okay, that's what it is.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Or it's
that makes sense,
giving
right?
Giving you a putter and saying, we got to go 350 yards right here. Just
no, because theoretically you could maybe do that, right? If you caught it just right, you could hit a putter 100 yards if you nail it. This thing is a toy.
Okay.
But good.
I could go to Target or Dick's this weekend and pick up some paddles, which I will. I'll do that.
My body is rebelling a little bit today. We'll talk more about that as we work.
You look leaner today. I mean, yesterday I was like, he's puffy. Today I'm like, what is going on here?
It was cold last night when we played, so I played in a sweatshirt. I got home, popped my sweatshirt off. I was sweated up pretty good. Like, I didn't really feel it in the moment as you're playing, because not a lot of running in pickleball.
That's what you said. You said that it's not really a workout.
I didn't remember it as much of a workout, because it's not a lot of running like side to side, back and forth. Like tennis, you got to cover a lot of ground. You don't have to cover a ton of ground in pickleball, and you don't have to cover really any ground in pickleball if you're playing with two people. As far as having never played, I feel like an expert on this. But if
you are an expert right now in this studio, you are literally you're Roger Federer.
Here's the deal: the court is roughly the size of this room. Imagine if you and I are both over here and Mason and Ireland are both over there. There's not a lot of running that you're going to have to do.
Yeah.
So there's not a lot of that. There's a little bit of jumping. There's a little bit of cutting, a little bit of quick hand stuff. I think we'll be okay. But the people, a woman and her husband, boyfriend, whatever, came to play on the court behind us. They would have destroyed us had we played against them.
I don't know what pickleball etiquette is, but do they walk in and say, first thing they say is, hey, we got next? Does that happen on the court
singles,
there or no?
I wouldn't be surprised. There's a little grease board to sign up if you're next. So I don't know if there's a lot of confrontations at the local pickleball courts, but I got some tweets that I want to read.
Why don't they just play to 11?
We do. You do play to 11.
Okay, that helps. I was going to say,
At least we did.
And, everything ones. Like, can we just not take basketball terms here and just say everything's ones? Is that easier?
The first time we played, we didn't know that you had to be serving to score.
Okay.
So the game went pretty fast. I'm like, that's it? That went really quick. And then all of a sudden, when you introduce the fact that you have to be serving to score,
now it takes a little longer.
Like triple the amount of time.
Yeah.
It takes a lot longer, much, much more difficult. But I'm basically an expert. I'm going to get a headband next.
Taylor, why is my head itching? What's going on in this thing? Where was this thing?
With the old jerseys. I don't wear.
I don't like that
like
answer.
how these things don't.
I don't like
thing
that
hasn't come
answer.
out. For all I know what's inside of it.
Where were the old jerseys?
In a drawer. Yeah.
Folded up. Remember the last jersey I wore? It was like
it was kind of
crumpled up?
wrinkled. Yeah, that was an older one. The hat's kind of old too. I think that's circa 05.
I love how this is new. It's Bibby. Like Bibby's. This is the brand new one. It's Bibby.
It could
Bibby's
be Reggie,
been out.
Could have been worse. Could have been Reggie Theus. You could have really thrown it back. Scott Wedman back to the Kansas City Kings day.
Dan Peralta tweets out, it says, seeing Alan Sliwa in Kings gear is like seeing MJ on the Wizards.
I'll take that.
No, not even a
I'll
little
take
bit.
that.
Not even a little bit.
I will take that.
LeBron had another great night
Yeah.
until he didn't and played a whole bunch of minutes doing it. I got a million questions for you, Slee. We'll do it next. It's coming up. It's Travis Slee, 710 ESPN.
Hey, Laker fans, John Ireland here. Have you downloaded the new ESPNLA app? You got to get this thing. It's great. You can get Travis and Sliwa, Mason and Ireland, Sedano and Cap, and all of our Lakers talk with Slee right in the palm of your hand.
You're just one tap away from everything Lakers. You could even win Lakers tickets.
React to the Lakers on ESPNLA app.
Download the new ESPNLA app in the App Store or on Google Play.
One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There is no mistake. There's no mistake.
There's
Mistake. The mistake. Come on. Seriously. Well, that's right here. It says mistake. Again. There's a mistake.
I'm an idiot. No, I cannot find something here.
double the.
Son of.
I don't see it, no. There's a mistake on this page?
Yeah.
Oh, there's two thus.
There you are.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You beat Slee.
Yeah. No, I can't find the mistake.
Look at the words.
Can you?
Still don't see it?
You find the. Yeah, there's two thus. You find the mistake. God, I feel confident.
Oh, DD?
Yeah,
It's double DD. Am I the only one that got it?
So you don't get the kitchen? That's not something you've grasped in our pickleball education? Would you?
I'm going to literally have to YouTube, and I think I could learn it in 10 minutes. Somebody will just walk me through it. I have no idea what kitchen
all right,
is.
you know how the lines on a tennis court?
Yeah.
Okay, imagine if there was a line about 3 feet from the net